Alright, welcome everybody to CTI's Demon 20s channel, the new home of F2 for the time being. I'm joined in a booth tonight by Hulkenberger. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Yeah, I'm good. Should be an interesting race to watch if we ever get it started. I thought we were about to get underway, but apparently not. Not quite sure what's going on there.
Might have changed one setting or something. Let me pull this
I
up
think what
here. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not sure. We're waiting for. Is there someone we're waiting for, or no? We're going. I think we're going now. Finally. Yeah,
Yeah, well, it gives me time to read off the point standings while that's loading up, so that works. So, this is my first week doing the F2, so I'm not familiar with most of the drivers, but as the standings are as of now, we have Odem's leading, who hasn't won a race yet this season, but obviously consistency will keep you at the top. He has 49 points. You have Francis in second with 2 wins at 42 points. Lego Minecraft is in third with a win. And he has 28. Tom and Lambo are tied for fourth with 26. Irun has 22. Lewis 11004 with his win last week puts him at 16 points. AMK has 16 points in 8th, and rounding out the top 10 is a three-way tie for 9th. Jakey Boy, Flying From, and Ali all have 15 points. And I guess we're not going.
no, well, you were on about Ordens being over the front. Yeah, he hasn't won a race yet. He's had. Oh yeah, he's been consistent in the race, but in qualifying he's had a few issues. Like I think he crashed in Australia. He didn't set a time. Well, he's not represented the time in France last week. He's had a couple of recovery drives, and crucially, he doesn't appear to be here tonight, which obviously puts the onus on the likes of Francis and the others to catch up.
Good point.
That's although although I think we may be trying to wait for we're not giving him too much more time. Um,
Well,
it's already nearly 5 past.
yeah, somebody did say they needed
So
5 minutes in the chat. Was that Francis?
yeah, that was Francis, and he's already here.
Okay.
I think yeah, I don't think Wardens is going to turn up tonight, um, which is obviously quite important for the championship. You've got the championship leader not arriving,
Yeah.
or is he? I don't know. Like we keep starting and then stopping again. I'm not quite sure what's going on.
It's like green light, red light. Hey, Fish. How's it going, sir? Let me get this link up and throw it in the F2 chat so you can watch it back later.
I think now we're getting underway. I should hope so.
And it hits 5 seconds and nope.
Yeah, if nothing changes in the next 2 seconds, we're underway. There we go.
Yay!
Yes, finally.
Maybe there was a passing storm in Germany and they were waiting for the rain to stop to go to the track.
Here's a brief red flag of the session before we get underway. But, yeah, I haven't actually seen much rain this week at Germany, so it'll be interesting to see if we do actually get any.
Would be interesting. People have to drive
We had
extra careful.
we had some tremendous rain in qualifying for France last week. It was a complete monsoon weather. You couldn't see the cars on the spectator cam.
Oh, wow.
The cars themselves couldn't stay on the track. It was pretty ridiculous. I haven't seen any rain like that before. I was actually sort of hoping that we'd get that for the race too, but apparently not. It seems a bit cloudy. It doesn't look like we've got any wet weather though, so um, dry session for Germany it looks like.
Well, so you know most of these guys better than I do. Who do you think be your three favorite to? I don't know, start. Well, we'll start with Who do you think we have the pole tonight?
Yeah, well, for Paul, that will be. I'm going to go with Francis because I mean, Ordem is quick, but he does have, and he's not here. So otherwise, I would have picked him. Yes, I think I'll go for Francis. He's a very quick driver. Obviously, doing well in the standings this season. Also, you should have to look out for. Lewis is here. Obviously, I think he won the race last week. I think he qualified on pole position as well. So that was in the wet, and obviously that qualifying. But yeah, he's shown some good pace. So maybe look out for him. Although, again, because of the way the strategy works at Germany, if anyone decides that they want to qualify in the ultras, then they're probably more likely to get the pole position, obviously. But the best strategy is to qualify on the soft tyre. If somebody just fancies going for glory and taking the pole, and they will be out in the ultra softs, and so you'd give it to them. I can't see many of the front runners doing that, but
yeah, starting on the ultras handicaps you to a 2-stop race immediately because of the tire wear.
Yeah, exactly. That's I mean, it's arguably a more fun strategy. You spend your time fighting your way through the field, but again, you spend your time fighting your way through the field, so you're losing a lot of time.
Yeah.
The optimum strategy is always going to be the one-stop. So, and that's why we'll see many people currently out on the medium tyres. Just get used to the track, and later on you expect them to go on at the softs.
Yep. And AMK has crossed the line as the first person to start a lap here. I'll go on board with him.
You can see he is on the medium tyre. I don't think he was using his DRS through that straight. He's on he's on no DRS, so yeah, I don't think this is a particularly. It's technically a flying lap, but it's not really a flying lap. The medium tyres take a while to heat up, obviously, so you might want to do a couple of laps on them before he puts in a representative tyre.
And Greeny's behind him, and he's doing the same thing with the medium tires and no ERS. So everyone getting a feel out for the track, it looks like.
Yeah, well, if you're not going out on the ultra soft tyres, then you get one set of mediums and one set of softs if you've configured your tyre selection correctly.
Yeah.
Which obviously it does limit you a lot in qualifying. You can only really do 2 runs. I mean, the medium tyres don't really wear, but you still don't want to be doing 5-6 laps on them, really. So these drivers know that they're going to have limited running, and so they're going to try and save the tyres as much as possible. You'd expect. Nice. TTG Pro, the 111.1 on the ultra soft tyre. He's obviously deciding that he doesn't care about the ultimate strategy and wants to go for the 2-stop.
Oh wow, big damage. There's pieces of wing everywhere. And the QPR is out.
How did that happen?
I don't know. I was on board with Lego and I just saw pieces of wing flying down the track.
It's since the end of the yellow flags between Sector 1 and Sector 2, so I'm not entirely certain how he's lost the car there. I'll try and see if he's mentioned anything.
Yeah, Fish says it kind of looked like a glitch.
Possibly.
Greeny's lagged out.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a restart then.
Yep. Well, anyway, just go on board with somebody here. And boy with no face, or sorry, Josh with a 12.3 on the soft.
Yeah, it's well, I mean, I call that a decent time on the soft tyres. I'm not sure whether the people in F2 would call it a decent time. I know someone was claiming that they managed to do a 1 minute 10 point something on the soft tyre, which I believe that when I see it, was I think.
Alright, Lewis goes with a 113 flat on the mediums, the fastest of the medium runners.
Yeah, it's a decent time in medium. I'm not sure how much he's been pushing on them, or whether he's just doing a couple of installation laps. Let's call them.
Yeah, reconnaissance laps. And Lambo looks like he's on a recon lap on the mediums as well. Oh, there. I was gonna say I can't find my glass of water.
Yeah, so I'm not quite sure what's going on. Whether as far as I'm aware, we should be restarting, but not sure if that's happening or not.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything pop up in the chat yet.
No, that was my interpretation of the rules, and yeah, so let's see, disconnection.
Yeah, because if I remember right, when people rejoin after they lag out, it's like it screws up a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I mean the idea you're supposed to be able to rejoin and take control of your car again, but I don't think that really works. Although, well, Green is on the track, so maybe he has been able to rejoin.
That's true. It does say he's on an outlet now.
Yeah, so yeah, I imagine he has rejoined, and yeah, so.
I guess Lambo. Oh, there it is. Lambo 13.1 on the mediums. Go on to Francis here. A couple people rooting for Francis in the chat here.
Yeah, again, he's on a no ERS, so not going to be a competitive lap. I wonder if anyone will go for it on the mediums and see if they can qualify in the top 10 on them, because I mean, it gives you an interesting strategy, because as I saw yesterday, after about 7 laps or so, there really isn't that much difference between the mediums and the soft tyre.
Yeah.
Arguably the soft's equivalent at that point, so it's not a bad strategy if you can get in the top 10 to qualify on the medium tyre, but I'm not sure if anyone's going to really push for that. See Lego Minecraft's about to complete a lap on the mediums. I'm not sure how competitive this is. Well, he's run very wide there. That's not very competitive. Ooh, and he's just...
Oh, wow.
Just about managed to lose a wheel there.
I'll go back on board, Francis.
So, yeah, Jakey Boy sets a 113 flat on the medium tyre, so that seems to be about the pace on the mediums.
Yeah, everyone's bunched together.
Yeah, we're not going to see people's true pace until they reach the soft tyres at the end of the session.
Yeah, Ali and Irun have run the same exact lap time, one on the ultras, one on the mediums.
Yeah, currently we have Tom and Paul as the drivers who decided to go for it on the ultra soft tyres. I'm not sure if anyone's going to try and beat them on that.
No.
Let's see. I thought Irun was going to be on a lap there, but he's coming back into the pits.
Yeah, I just went on to him too, because I saw he was close to the end. And Jakey Boy pulls into the pits as well.
Yeah, so it's been a bit of an unusual session at the moment. Nobody really showing a hand.
Yeah. Yeah, other than the top 2 guys, everybody else is just, cruising. Well, we have 8 minutes left. Probably in the next 2 or 3 minutes, we will see people start to do actual laps, and AMK is almost out of fuel, so I'm sure this is the end of this run.
Yeah, I mean, he's done 3 laps on those medium tyres as well. I don't really think that he'll want to be pushing those much further.
Yep.
Certainly wouldn't want to qualify on them anyway, although I'm not sure if he'd get into the top 10.
Whoa!
Oh, no.
Lewis was weaving, warming up his tires, and he pushed Greeny off the track.
If you're agreeing, you'll have something to say about that.
Oh, I'm sure he will. He's not shy to stress his opinion.
It's a very good lap from AMK on the medium tyres with 12.3.
And Greeny is spun.
Yep, he is. He's off into the gravel. Can't quite tell where that is.
Actually, I wasn't even paying. I was on board when I wasn't even paying attention to what part of the track it was. Oh, it's start of sector 3. It looks like.
Yeah, so he starts sector 3, just heading into the stadium section. He'll want to go into the pits now.
Yeah.
Sat in 11th place. There are only 12 people who set a time. No, TTG Paul goes. He's in the pits. He's switched to the soft tyre. Looks like that's going to be his. Not sure if he can he beat that 11.1 on the soft tyre though? That'll be a tough ask.
If he does, that's going to be an insane lap.
Yeah, and France has done 4 laps on the medium tyre. Still out there on them now.
Yeah, it's starting to get more and more gloomy too.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the track, whether it's going to drop in temperature and that might affect lap time. Maybe we've already seen the rest of the conditions, but either way, we haven't really seen people set fully representative laps. But I think Thorn might be on one.
Alright, we'll go on board with Froome. Because I assume Francis is going to pit to throw some softs on.
You'd imagine so.
Yeah. With 5 minutes left, everyone's going to start showing their hand now.
So it seems like a decent first sector from Form. He was about 2/10 up there. I'm not sure whether that was 2/10 up on the pole time or 2/10 up on his own time, but.
Well, he currently doesn't have a time, so.
That's true. He set and validated one though, I think.
Oh yeah, that will count then. Toward the best of.
Yeah, he's coming up with some traffic in the stadium section. It's going to be difficult for him to get out of the way. Could be getting held up here. I don't think it impacted him too much, but maybe a bit of a distraction. Yeah, he's on the final corner now. It's time going to be. It's a 12 flat. Puts him at P3 at the moment.
Nice lap for him.
It's quicker than Josh managed on his soft tyre run at the start of the session. I'm sure whether we'd be willing to go for another lap or not. Whether he'll go back into the pits and then try one last run on the ultra soft there. We'll have to wait and see.
And Lewis is into the pits.
Yeah, I think King Mick is on a lap here. I'm not sure if he ran very wide the exit back corner there, so I'm not sure if it's invalidated or not, but he's coming up to the end of it anyway, so we'll find out. Currently sat last of all the people who have set a time so far. His time is 12.4 on the soft tyres.
It's good enough for 8th.
Yeah, at the moment, but there's still a fair few drivers who haven't really set a representative time, so you can imagine he'll drop down fairly sharpish.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go.
Hellboy jumps up to P9.
Right behind his teammate, 2000s.
Yeah, now Tom's out on the ultra softs.
And Ali's slowing up in sector 3 to start his flying lap.
that's it. So now we're really seeing all the drivers go out there for their proper flying laps. Well, Hellboy's retired. Has he crashed or just? No, I think he's just retired.
Yeah, I think he just retired. And Tom will go pole. 111 flat.
111. It's a decent time now. We have seen people claim they were going to be in the tens, but nobody seems to be able to do that at the moment.
Oh, jeez.
So is anyone else on a flying lap?
Greeny, maybe? He's coming to the line now. Oh, no, that's not flying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not representing the time. This next one will be. People seem to be liking to take two laps before they go for a proper flying lap on the soft tyres.
Oh, there you go. Ali 11.9 up into third.
Yeah, on the soft tyres as well. That's a good lap. First time we've seen someone on the softs go into that go into the 111s.
Yep. And Fromm wasn't too far off.
Yeah, that's looking like a very good time from Fromm actually at the moment.
Here comes Francis on his first lap on the softs. Or to start his first lap on the softs, should I say.
Yeah, he's going to be the one to watch really. I think he's most people's favourite football, you'd imagine. Not sure. See, how does his first sector hold up? 16.7. I'm not sure exactly where that puts him overall. But this is going to be his last lap. He's not going to get enough time to put another one in as we're only 10 seconds away from the end of the session.
Yep. I think Josh is going to time this perfectly. He's hitting the line right now. So he'll get...
Yeah, he does have a bit of traffic ahead of him if he doesn't want to win that, or he might have just validated that there.
Trying to go on board with Francis, and I'm getting the rev glitch.
Never fun to have. He's in the last sector now though, so...
Yeah. Here he comes, a little wide.
Yeah. Not in the corner. Heading up to the line, is it going to be... It's 11.9. That's P6 on the top side.
Go back on board with Josh, who is the last person across the line to start the final lap, I believe.
Yep. On those ultra soft tyres. I believe the current... Yeah, this current lap time is set on the soft, so... Yeah, he's given up on that. He doesn't want to set a time on the ultras.
I probably was just out there for fun then.
Jake the boy goes pole there with a 110.8.
So nice lap, Jakey. And that looks like that's it.
Yeah, that's everyone setting everyone setting their times. We have Jake the boy on pole, 110.8, and then Tom second, the 111. Let's see how many people are in.
Top 8 are under 112. That's not bad. And from 5th down to 13th are on the softs.
Yep, the top 4 are on ultra softs, so they're going to be in their one little battle, originally at the front, and then they might have to fight their way through the field on the two-stop strategy.
Oh, thank you, Cody's, for my 500 experience, because I did something there. Yeah. This is weird. Oh, okay, there. Alright, so to run down again for the top 10, we have Jakey Boy on pole, Tommy J in second, Poe in third, Lego in fourth, Lambo in fifth, AMK in sixth, Ollie in seventh, Francis in eighth, Fromm in ninth, Lewis in 10th. And then everyone starting on fresh tires would be Josh, King Mick, Hellboy, Irun, Greeny, Tuz, QPR, and Giuliano Manu. Or Joel, sorry.
So well, obviously, he didn't actually set a time, so yeah.
Yeah. Now, for the F4 race yesterday, when I was in the booth with Cliffy, I asked him, what tires do you think the top 10, or sorry, the people outside the top 10 will start on? Whether it be the mediums or softs, and we saw that Steba won the race and he started on the mediums. Do you think there's that much of a difference what you start on in the back?
It depends how the opening laps play out. I mean, if you end up like quite far up the field due to incidents ahead of you on the medium tyres, then your race is looking good. But at the same time, if you don't and you're stuck in traffic on the medium tyres, you're going to end up quite far behind by the end of your first stint. So yeah, it really depends. I mean, I think we're going to see a mix of people trying both, and I suppose what we'll see at the end of the race, which strategy will sort of be the best one to take.
Well, as they start their formation laps here, we'll check to see what tires they have started on in the back.
Yeah. So there's only 3 people outside the top 10 who start on the soft tyre. That's Hellboy, Lewis, QBR Beats, and Joel. So all the rest are starting on the mediums, outside the top 10, that is.
And also, it is quite sunny for the start of the race. Whether it's a dry race throughout, we will find out.
It is. Pack temperature is going to be quite high, and so yeah, the driver's going to have to work hard to make sure that the tyres keep within the operating temperature. You don't want to overheat them on this track. People on the Autosoft, they might run the risk of doing that towards the end of the stint, or tyre wear is going to be their main issue, not necessarily overheating. This is it's a very slow formation lap from Jakey Boy at the moment. Obviously, he doesn't want to drive off and be sitting on the grid for too long.
That is true.
The first corner is going to be very interesting here. It's, I mean, obviously, on a flying lap, you'll be going through the 6th, 7th gear, very high speed. But obviously, from the standing start, people are going to have to be a bit more cautious into the first corner, and we could see some incidents there. Hopefully not, though. Hopefully we will for once get a clean race.
Maybe I'm the lucky charm. I mean, after all, F4 is 99% clean, so.
Yeah, we're all just about lined up now.
Alright. Here we go. 4 red lights, 5 red lights. And away we go. Jakey
Yeah, it looks like a good start from Tom. We've managed to take the lead from Jakey Boy there. Just had the inside. Well, I think Jakey Boy's going to have to look around the outside of him here. Is he going to hold it? Doesn't manage to break late enough for it there.
Oh, there's a Renault off.
In the background there.
Yeah.
I think that was Ollie.
Ollie.
Ollie's all the way down at the back of the grid now. I'm not sure what happened to him. He doesn't look to have lost any front wing, so I'm not really sure what happened there.
Tom taking a peek in the hairpin.
Yeah, now we have the front 2, the swapped again. Jakey Boy back into the lead, starting on pole position. Now Jakey Boy's going to hold that advantage into the final sector. There's no overtaking through there really, and let's see who's been the big winners and losers off the start. We'll have a look. Obviously, Ollie is the main loser, but you've had QBR bases made up 6 positions up to 11th place. Hellboy up 5 positions in the way. Other than that, doesn't seem to have been any major incidents to speak of.
And there's absolutely no gaps throughout the whole field except between 17th and 18th. Everybody's within DRS range of each other still.
Yeah, it's quite impressive they're running so close to each other without any collisions as of yet. There's Lewis and King Mick Pitt changing their front wings. They obviously had an incident of some description, probably with each other.
Or maybe they hit Ali when he went off to the side there, probably clipped him a bit.
Yeah, perhaps they did start quite close to each other on the grid. Well, Lewis and Mick did anyway, so very possible they hadn't. But I don't think Ollie didn't lose any front wings, so I'm not really sure what happened to when Greeny lost the back end there. So I was just looking at down the back of the grid and let's see what's going on further towards the front. I'm not sure who you're looking at.
I'm on board with AMK. He's fighting the two Toro Rossos and they both got by him. And now he's under attack from Francis.
Yeah, the Toro Rossos are frequently seen together on the track. They seem to have a very similar pace to each other. A bit. The front three of the beginning to pull away a fair bit. They've got Lego Minecraft with a 2-second gap to, well, nearly 2-second gap to 4th place behind them.
Yep, and it's a nice long train. Oh, there's Frome's first penalty of the game, or of the race, so I was told to watch out for his penalties for tonight, so that's number 1 for him.
Yep, if he keeps going at this rate, he'll have 11 by the end of the race, so you might want to calm down a bit with that.
Oh, Hellboy taking a look on VSR Francis, and he pulls back in line.
Yeah, it's following him very closely. Is he going to have a look around the outside of the that corner? No, it doesn't look like he could manage it. It's a bit dangerous to lunge down the inside and the outside there. And Tom is sticking to Jakey Boy very, very closely here.
Yeah, Dre, QPR did start 17th.
I think he's already up to P9.
AMK's in the pits.
Let's see what happened to him. Has he lost some front wing? You'd imagine so. Or was he?
Yeah, because you don't pit this early on the softs. Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely lost some front wing somewhere. Now,
they're not changing it.
You'll be disappointed with that, but is Tom going to get a run on Jakey Boy here? Can Jakey Boy do anything to defend, really?
Oh, Force India trying to go 3 wide down the middle.
Yeah, he tried to split the two. I think he's going to get one of them at least. I think he has got the Williams. Because Jakey Boy loses 2 positions down that straight there.
Ooh.
And Tom back into the lead of the race. He had it after turn 1, and now he's got it back again. He's going to try and pull away now from the Force India, but he's going to struggle. Because all entire front 3 look very quick, and now they even have P4 and P5 joining them as well. I should point out that the front 4 are on the Ultrasoft tyres of Jakey Boy pit, the first of the Ultrasoft runners to pit.
Oh, and Lego's passed Tom for the lead.
Yes, he has. Does Tom get the Tom is going to get the DRS down the side. There's a very long. Well, it's kind of a straight. It's also kind of curved, so it's not really straight. So is he going to have a look? He can have a look around the outside of the hairpin. I think is he going to manage it? He goes for the switchback instead. I think that's a nicely executed move there. We're going side by side now. Tom is going to have the racing line for this corner, but Lego Minecraft with the inside engines to hold on to the position. And you imagine that these the front three are going to be struggling on their tyres now. The Ultrasofts really don't go more than 4 or 5 laps, and we've already seen the Jacob Boy has made his first pit stop.
Yeah.
You imagine the other 3 will come in roundabout now.
Yeah, Lambo did get by his teammate who is on the Ultras as well, so you gotta... Oh, Tom's in.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah,
Lego's in as well.
Tom's in.
Post stays out.
But, yeah, that's an interesting strategy call.
Maybe he feels comfortable on himself. Oh, way wide in that corner. Giving Francis a run on him.
Yeah, I don't think he's feeling very comfortable on those, to be honest with you.
True.
Maybe his aim was to try and hold up Francis and let his teammate drive away a bit, but that hasn't worked out if that was what he was going for. So we can have a look down the inside of Francis here into this hairpin. We have a look. Francis shuts the door on that though. He's got so much more grip on those soft tyres now. Don't think there's a lot that both can do. He should be in the pits at the end of this lap. And yeah, Jacob Boy has managed the undercut well. He came out ahead of Lego Minecraft after they both made the pit stop, and Tom is 2 seconds behind, so he's lost out a bit there.
I'm on board with Joel and Frome, or nose to tail here, coming through the third sector.
Yep, 2 very experienced drivers here. Joel, incredibly so. Joel's had an incredible start actually. He's made up 12 positions. Started all the way down in P18, he's up to P6. The only one who's doing better is QPR Beast, who's up at P4. And is now knocking on the door for podium place actually. He's right in the back of Paul, who still hasn't pit on those ultra soft tyres.
And that's an easy move there.
Yeah, QPR Beast could be looking to win this race actually.
Got to give you some good confidence to work your way through the whole field before you even get to your pit stop. So, you know.
Yeah, it's not even halfway through his stint, and he's already up to P3.
Oh, Francis a little wide there. Gives Lambo time to pull away just a bit.
Yeah, you're going to expect the soft tyre runners to come in about lap 14, 15.
Oh, well, they've gapped a little bit. We'll go back down to Irun and Josh. Rivals from last season in F4.
Yeah, Irun came out on top that time, but he's behind here today. He's been looking to get past Josh. He had a good string of results, Irun actually. He obviously had I think he had a podium a couple of races ago. He got, I think, got P6 in France. So he's been doing well in F2, even though I'm sure by his own admission he's not the quickest driver.
Yeah, but sometimes it's hard to admit because everyone, you got to believe you're the quickest driver or you shouldn't be on the track. Let's see, who else do we have that's close? Jakey Boy and Lego are still battling with each other since coming out of the pits.
Yep, Jakey Boy practically pushing Lego Minecraft through that hairpin, and Tom has dropped off a bit. He just doesn't seem to have as good a pace on these soft tyres. 1.7 seconds back. Jakey Boy 6/10 away from Lego Minecraft. Also no getting through in the final sector, but yeah, I think really these two, or these three rather, are going to have to fight their way through the field. They're going to struggle to get back to where they were at the start of the race.
Yeah, exactly. All that dirty air, not going to be as easy as when they were running away at the beginning.
No, as Josh picks up the penalty there. He's in a Sauber sandwich. Oh. Probably going to be looking to get past Joel down this pit straight. I'm not sure if Joel has the DRS, but Josh definitely does. He's going to have a look up the inside.
Oh, I missed that one. I just got Lewis and Greeny.
So. Well, they're still side by side if you want to keep looking at it.
Oh, yeah, I got there.
And he's just going to go on the outside here. That's a brave move. Can't quite pull it off though. Some decent defending from Joel there. And yeah, Josh on the medium tyres, and this is about the time when you start to see the medium tyres coming to the run and be quicker than the soft tyres. So it'll be fairly worn by this point.
Oh, Riley's off the pace again.
Yeah, he's had a very poor race. Not really sure what happened to him at the start. He was dropped down the entire field, and yeah, he's not really driving particularly quickly.
Maybe a possibility of a time trial setup and the ballast is too high.
Yeah, it's possible. He's not using it. It's almost like he's letting the AI drive the car. I mean, he's not. You can see that, but.
It looks like the two Saubers are about to begin a battle.
Yeah, so Josh has got past Joel. We obviously missed that, I think, unless you were looking at it, but I certainly missed it. So yeah, it's now Irun up against Joel. Not sure will Joel hold him up too much. Irun does seem to be quicker at this stage of the race. I can't see Joel fighting him too hard down this long back straight with the aid of DRS. I don't think there's a great deal that Joel can do to defend. Well, Joel does have DRS himself.
Wow,
that's
a big run by Irun still, even though they both had DRS.
Yeah, he goes up his inside, and Joel doesn't seem to fight it too hard.
Yep, tucks back in behind.
And now Irun will chase down Josh once more. Recommence battle with him. So yeah. Look back towards Lee, we have Francis, second place. Lambo still leading the race. I'm not sure if he's won a race this season. I don't think he has, but I could be wrong on that. But Francis is going to get the DRS down this straight. I'm not sure if he's going to be close enough to make a move. That's what we're about to find out.
No, Francis hasn't. I mean, Lambo hasn't won a race, should I say.
No, Francis isn't. I don't think Francis is interested in making a move. Actually, he was in no ARS, so he's obviously just happy to stay behind Lambo. As Ollie is into the pits again, so yeah, I really don't know what's going on with him.
Hellboy's retiring.
In the pits.
You know what's actually impressive? Unless it's a glitch, Francis is keeping up at Lambo and he's using nothing of his battery.
Yeah, well, down the big DRS straight, he's just using the DRS. And he's obviously not interested in overtaking him at the moment. And he just realises that they're lapping at a good pace and they don't need to be fighting too much. As Francis actually comes into the pits, that's a fairly early stop.
Yeah, it's going to have to go 21 laps on the mediums.
Yeah, it's not impossible, but interesting decision. He will get a decent undercut on Lambo.
And Tom still hasn't been able to get by his teammate.
No, he's been stuck behind him for a few laps now, and Francis is fed back out just behind his own teammate. In fact, these are the drivers who started in the auto softs at the front. They're now down into the midfield, on their two-stop strategies. They haven't really been able to work their way up the field as they might have hoped. But yeah, AMK does look very quick against Francis. I'm not sure if Francis have just not been able to warm up his tyres yet, or whether AMK is on relatively fresh softs. I'll have a look.
Yeah, he's
No,
on
they're
9
not really
laps.
fast.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
they're,
it's the cold tires. Yeah.
yeah, I agree with that. So probably more to do with that.
Let's see, who else can we go up to here? I'll go on board with Francis as he tracks down his teammate here.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Coming up to the long pit straight, I'm not sure is Lego Minecraft going to actually put up a big fight against his teammate, or is he just going to accept the fact that they're not really in the same race?
Yeah, that is true. Lego will have to pit one more time.
Yeah, Francis had to make a bit of a late braking manoeuvre there, but he's managed to get past him fairly easily, nice and cleanly as well. Lego Minecraft seems to have accepted his fate on that one.
But, you know, they could work together now. Francis could make the hole, and both of them could go through for every pass now.
Yep, and Lambo pits from the lead of the race. Let's see how much of an undercut Francis has had.
And that will inherit the lead to QPR, who started in the back.
Yep, there's been a very strong race from him. Let's see, where is Lambo going to come out? He comes out in P8 at the moment. He's going to get ahead of Lego Minecraft. Going to, oof, bit of contact between the two there, and I think Lego Minecraft lost a piece of his front wing, in fact, as he was trying to get past the Troll Russell going out the pits. He is finally past him, actually. So Lambo coming out in P9. He's going to try and make that P8 now.
Yep.
I think he's managed that.
I don't know, Minecraft had a really good exit there.
Yeah, he did, and he's going to have a look around the outside.
He's got the fresh, or not the fresher, but he has the
warmer tyres.
Yes, there. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, he has made that move, and he's holding up Lambo a lot here. That's really going to help Francis out.
Yep.
And QBRB pits as well from the lead. So.
Alright, so that just leaves Josh. Well, Joel just pit, so it's Josh, Tuz, and Irun. The only ones that have yet to pit.
Yep, and they're the ones that started on the medium tyre, so they'll be going on to the soft tyre when they make their stop, probably around lap 20 or so. They're going to be quick towards the end.
I think now Tom's up to 7th in between a Lambo and Poe sandwich.
Yep, and is he going to have a look at the inside of the troll also here? Don't you think Spawn does, in fact? Locks up a bit. He just about avoids contact, I think, there. Nice aggressive move to get up to P6 as Lambo tries to have a look around the outside. He's gonna hold it. It's exactly what Lego Minecraft did last lap to him. Or Tom's managed to hold on to the position there. And Lego Minecraft actually pit, it looks like, the medium tyre.
Ooh, interesting.
I think he got some damage while he was battling with Lambo. So he's decided that he was going to cut his losses and immediately change that.
Yeah, take the few extra seconds in the pits to fix that instead of losing a couple seconds per lap because you can't have the correct handling. So, not a bad idea.
Francis is going to have a look at the outside of Tusmus into the hairpin, for P3.
And Poe's getting by Tom before the hairpin and going to take a look
Yep.
at. Oh, no. He'll pull him back in behind Lambo.
Yeah, I think Paul has actually tried to go for a one-stop strategy starting on the ultra softs. It's going to be a bold strategy. I'm not sure if he can make it last. The tyre's already 9 laps old, and we're only just at half distance now.
Yeah, they'll be around 80% by the end of the race if they don't pop.
Yeah, so he's going to be struggling at the end of the race, but I think he felt like that would be the best strategy for him. Certainly at the moment, if the tyres can hold on, it probably would put him ahead of the rest of the drivers that started on the soft tyres, on the ultra soft tyres rather, because they still have to make another pit stop.
Oh, Poe with a penalty. And Lewis and QPR are in the battle for 9th.
So they are. Lewis on much older tyres, you wouldn't expect him to be really fighting for position here, but that is what he's doing. He's going to the inside of the hairpin. Is he going to... I think he's already got it done.
Yep.
He has. He's got a lot more straight line speed with the DRS, and not really a lot that QPRs could do to defend against that.
Yeah, QPR's tires might not be completely warm yet. It's only been 2 laps. So.
Yeah, they do take a while to warm up. They're not very fun to drive on while they're cold. Quite slidey. Either way, it's still been a very good drive from QPR so far. As Josh comes into the pits from the lead.
And Jakey Boy as well.
Yes, there's a second stop. Is he going to go on to another set of soft tyres, or is he going to go for the mediums?
Oh, Lewis is coming in as well.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. So, yes,
Oh, Froome with another penalty. Come on, Froome.
how many is that now? Is that 2 or 3?
Surprisingly, it's only 2.
Yeah. Well, he got 1 within 3 laps, and then he's doing okay.
He calmed down. He got the nerves out early. Oh, QPR gets by Tom. And Tom's coming back.
6th place. He was down in 10th like a lap ago. I'm not really sure what happened. But
now remember,
suddenly
3 guys just pit. It's almost time for Tom to make his second pit stop for another set of softs anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Irun pits from what was the lead, so does Tuzmas. So yeah, all the drivers have started on the medium tyres coming into the pits now. Apart from Greedy.
Yep. Right on cue, Tom's in.
For his second stop.
So Francis will inherit the lead now with a 5-second lead over Lambeau, who has Poe half a second behind him. Got a battle. Joel and Greeny, it looks like. Greeny on the really old tires. He should be pitting for soft soon.
Yeah, those tyres have gone 19 laps. Can't imagine he wants to take them too much further.
Francis with a fastest lap of the race out there in the clean air.
Yep, enjoying those medium tyres at the moment. He's got a solid lead of 5 seconds. It's going to be difficult for Lambo to catch him at this point. Not even sure if he's really capable of it.
Greeny's in the wall.
Lost the back end out of the final corner.
Yep.
Slammed into the wall. I mean, you'd expect him here for that to be a safety car, but don't hold your breath.
Yeah, no kidding. That's definitely a dangerous location. Safety cars sure make things interesting. people would go pit for fresh softs.
Yeah, and the people who've already pit for fresh softs, you'd expect them to
Stay out.
be in a great position if that was to happen. But yeah, we can but dream. Well, Jager Boy is fighting for P8 with Joel, and also P10 with AMK.
I'm going to go on board AMK and look at it from his view.
I expect Jake to be a lot faster on those fresh soft tyres compared to Joel. He's also seems to have more pace at this track. So, how long can Joel keep him behind?
And Joel also has shown this race that he's defending pretty well and clean.
Yeah, as AMK is now going to load up the inside of Jake, he's going to make that stick before the DRS zone. Well, the longer DRS zone, there's 3 of them here, but they're going to go side by side all the way down this straight. I think AMK has just about got the advantage. He's getting a bit of a slipstream from Joel.
He's going
there
for both.
Well, why not?
Oh, and Jakey Boy. Jakey Boy with a double overtake.
Yeah, it was very adventurous from AMK there. It was
and here comes Stroll. Oh, oh, Jesus.
Well, that's worked out well for Jakey. He's got ahead of them both now, quite solidly. Yeah, it was an ambitious move from AMK to try and dive both of them into the hairpin, forcing Joel out wide, just allowed Jakey to slip through.
Oh no! Contact between Tuz and AMK.
Yeah, and they're both off into the gravel. I think, do either of them have front wing damage? Tuzmas does.
Well, Tuzmas just gave up.
Yep.
AMK, I mean, I've known him for quite a while. He gets wing damage every race.
Yeah, that's a shame for him. He was having some interesting battles there, but yeah, he's I didn't really get to see the full extent of that incident, so I can't really apportion blame.
I didn't see it clearly what happened, but I was on board. Like, it was kind of like helicopter cam-ish. Lego Minecraft and Tom are battling for 11th.
Yeah, I mean, they started up the front, and the race hasn't really panned out for them as they might have hoped.
And about 2 laps ago, I was going to make a comment about how clean this race has been.
Yeah, shame about that, but it had been a fairly clean race up until this point, but never mind. Lambo has eaten into Francis's lead slightly. It's down to 4.1 seconds now. He's got 10 laps to keep pulling it down. Not sure if he can manage that, but at the moment he is gaining a couple of tenths every now and then, so probably keep an eye on that, as now Boy with Milk Voice is going down the inside of Foam for P5. Foam do much to defend against that, I don't think he can.
And Lewis is by Joel, for 9th.
Yep, Joel fallen down a fair few places since that battle with JK a few laps ago.
Take a look here. So Francis and Lambo have about the same amount of battery too.
Yeah, the gap seems seems to be coming down relatively slowly, but it is coming down definitely. Whether he's catching quickly enough to actually make a move for the lead at the end of the race, we'll have to wait and see.
Lewis fast lap race. Lego Minecraft back by Tom again.
the risk of just quietening that, quietening down a little bit. Um, not as many battles going on the track. Just really that one between Minecraft and Tom at the moment. Well, I think Irun is catching form slowly.
Yeah.
So maybe he'll make a move soon enough.
Well, lucky for From, he's staying within DRS range of Josh, so he gets a little. Well, now he just dropped out of it. Never mind. From's back within DRS range of Josh again. So he'll pull away from Irun just a bit here.
Yeah, he's done well to keep a hold of Josh, considering he's on older medium tyres. Whether he can make another move towards the end of the race on him, I suppose we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it's a battle that's not quite over yet. Drew who has the most penalties out of the two.
Oh, Lego and Tom side by side again.
Yeah, and they're only fighting over P11. They're fighting very hard over it. So it's been going on for a fair few laps at the moment.
Well, and they should fight over it because one more DNF, and that's 1 point right there. Or should I say 1 more point, or 1 point if it's somebody in front of them.
Yeah, it's always possible. You never know what's going to happen. Irun has now closed up the battle Form a bit more, but yeah, Form's still well within the DRS of Josh. So
I mean, we can't forget that Poe will be in puncture territory soon.
Yeah, that is true. His tyres are now 19 laps old.
So you figure he's probably around 60-65% right now. Yellow in Sector 1.
Yeah, not really sure what that's for.
Oh, Ollie's out.
Yeah.
I think he just had enough.
Probably. I'm not really sure what happened to his pace. I mean, he qualified very well, but... Yeah, and Form is really close up to the back of Josh here. He could be having a look down the long straight.
He will have DRS.
He has the DRS, he has the slipstream. He doesn't seem to have the straight line speed though, does he?
Here he comes.
Pick up towards the end there. Dives up the inside, I think he's got that done. Well, Josh will have a look back at him. Can't quite get a good enough exit to pull alongside. And yeah, Form's back into P5. Now Irun's going to have a look on the back of Josh fairly quickly. So Josh was unable to pull away, even with the soft time advantage.
Well, Josh is also going to get the double DRS coming up here to start the lap. Let's see what he does with it. We'll look on from Irun's point of view here. As there are 6 laps to go now. Alright, let's see what Josh could do with the DRS here. Oh, Irun's catching him big time. He's not even gaining on From.
Yeah, I think Irun's going to have a look at the inside for P6. Can he get the move done? They're going side by side through the hairpin. We saw this a few times last year.
Yeah, nice respect for each other, no contact. Oh, Lego.
Yeah, he's retired. I'm not sure he had an incident with Tom at some point maybe that we've missed. They were fighting incredibly hard.
Well, it says he's on ultra sauce for 0 laps, so something must have
Yeah,
happened.
I imagine there was an incident where he lost his front wing. He came to the pits and then just retired. Yeah, Irun has gotten ahead for P6 now, and now he's going to have a look on the back of Fulham. And sort of, he could be up to P5 fairly sharpish. And I don't think Irun has any penalties either. So
yeah,
no, he doesn't. So
I rarely see his name pop up for him.
No, yeah, he's only got one warning apparently, so he's doing very well. And he could actually, if he keeps going at this way, he could take P4 off QPR beast as well. Actually,
There it is.
yeah, he has now taken P5, and I don't think that form can really fight against that. Yeah, this could be a P4 for Irun, because QPR beast has 2 penalties, Irun has 0, so that could be, that'll be, P4 in 8 points.
And once again, also pending if Poe's tires stays together.
Yeah, that is true. They're down 22 laps old. It's a very, very impressive stint on them.
Those tires have to be crying by now.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is, they just don't wear. Well, okay, they do wear, but they don't feel any worse. So
yeah,
that's why he's still able to maintain a 6-second advantage, just because they don't lose any pace. Although eventually they will just explode.
Yeah.
Whether it can get to the end of the race is only another 4 laps to go for.
Oh, from.
It's third penalty now.
That's 3 from. Okay. And welcome, Jay. And Simo.
Yeah, I think Fulham's going to have a look back at Irun here and take the position on track. Is he going to have enough speed? Doesn't look like it, so yeah, they're still grouped together very tightly, as Lewis has got past Jakey Boy further down the field.
Although, with the 3 penalties, From might just figure, why bother risking it with Irun and ruining Irun's race if, you lose the back end or something. You got the penalties, you're going to finish behind Irun anyway.
Yeah, that's very true. He probably realises that he's not really fighting Josh and Irun, but he is on track, but like,
yeah,
his penalties are going to put him a fair way down the order. I think they're going to put him down into P9.
I'd be happy with P9.
Yeah, Lambo has actually closed further. He's now 2.1 seconds behind Vance, but I don't think he's really got enough laps left to close that gap any further. Or maybe penalties will come into play there, I'm not sure.
Actually,
yeah, I think Francis is,
I don't remember either of them popping up, unless I just wasn't
no, Francis with 2 penalties and Lambo has 1, although Lambo was also 1 warning away from another penalty, so at the moment Lambo will win the race, but he needs to avoid another warning. And presumably Lambo will know this. He will have heard that Francis has a penalty, so he's now got another penalty.
Yeah, I think Francis saw the gap was shrinking and he knew he had the penalty, so he's trying to eat up more track and he's eating too much of it now.
Yeah, it's very possible. I don't think it's going to be enough to drop him behind Paul, but he does have 9 seconds of penalties now.
Yeah. Well, as long as Poe has 1, then he's staying behind Francis as of now.
Yeah. Yeah, at the moment Lambo is your effective first leader.
Oh.
So.
Poe's way sideways there.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much more can those tyres give him.
Actually, it looks like he has a puncture on the front left.
Oh, actually, I think he does. You're right. Because QBRB is closing in very quickly on him as well.
Oh.
It's so unlucky. He's only 2 laps away from the end of the race as well, and
yeah, I know.
his tyres finally giving up on him.
You know, sometimes you gotta gamble, and today's gamble didn't pay off for Poe. There you go, QPR. I was gonna say, just go buy him.
Yeah, so, well, is he going to pit? Yeah, he is.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to push him out of the points. I mean, he wasn't actually losing a huge amount of time, actually. I was quite surprised how quickly he was going with the puncture. It might have actually been worthwhile just staying out with it, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's a shame for him. More living up to P4 though, and everyone else obviously as well. QBR Beast now on the podium.
Well, Poe looks like he might hang on to 10th at least.
Potentially.
Yeah. Oh yeah, penalties too.
Now. He does have penalties, yeah. I'm not sure how many Tom has.
Oh, Lewis has gotten by Josh. They're still
He has
side by
been out of
side.
nowhere there. Yeah, Francis now going around the final few corners.
Yep. He will cross the line first, but he will not be the race winner.
Not as far as I'm aware, so we're about to find out. Let's see if Francis crosses the line. Actually lets Lambo past. Probably realised that he wasn't going to win that race.
Yeah.
QBR Beats comes crossing P3. I don't think he has any penalties either, so I think he will keep third position. As far as I'm aware, he does.
Yep.
In fourth place. Flying home in fifth for the moment, dropped down to sixth as Josh goes up to P5. Lewis in seventh, Jake Boy in eighth, and yeah, who's going to get? Is Paul going to be able to? Yep.
Wow.
Paul and Joel
Missed by
literally up
less
to the
than a
line.
tenth. Yeah.
Yeah. Paul with those ultra soft tyres was lightning quick in the final lap there, and very nearly took P9 off Joel. There was a bit of weaving going on to try and keep him behind as well.
Alright. Now let me write this down here. Lambo, Francis, and QPR. Hell of a drive through the field for QPR. And MK will cross the line. And lucky 13. Alright, there's your podium. Toro Rosso on the top step. Force India second. I forgot what car QPR was. Zoom out, please. And Mercedes third. And once it loads up, outside the podium, we have Irun in fourth, Josh in fifth, Fromm in sixth, Lewis in seventh, Jakey Boy in eighth, Joel in ninth. Poe with an unfortunate puncture will get 10th in the last point. Outside the top 10, we got Tom, King Mick, AMK, Tuz, Lego, Ali, Greeny, and Hellboy. Alright, I'm gonna invite Aaron to the party because he said to invite him and he'll invite everybody else. Oops. There you go, friends list, there we go. Alright, well, I invited Francis and Lambo. I don't have QPR. Okay. exciting race to watch there.
And Matt, there's another person who wanted to really share his views on a good race that he had. I'll just suggest him.
Okay, sounds good. More the merrier. Oops. All right. Hello. All right. Everybody's mics on, share?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. We will start with the winner, Lambo. No. All right, we'll start with Francis then. So Francis crosses the line in first, but with penalties, he gives up the spot to Lambo. But second place is a solid finish. How do you feel about your race other than the penalties costing you the win?
I had good pace up for the whole race, but on the softs I was trying too hard to get past all the ultra runners, and I got 2 pens within like the first 5 laps. So then I just like drove calm for the rest of the race, and then unluckily like got pen on lap 30, and Lambo was like within 6 seconds, so I just thought I'd let him through at the line anyways, since he deserved the win.
And with Odem's not here and your second place finish, that will promote you into the points lead. What are you looking forward toward the rest of the season now that you have the lead going into Hungary?
I mean, I guess that's a positive to take out of the race, but I'm not going to approach any of the races differently than what I did at the start of the season until now. So it's just going for as many points as I can.
That sounds good. Anything to add, Hulk?
No.
All right. So Lambo's ready now?
Hopefully, yeah.
All right. So congratulations, Lambo.
Thank you.
Your first win of the season, so it's good to get the momentum rolling toward the second half of the season. How do you feel?
Yeah, first win in PSGL, so I'm happy with that. I knew Fran had penalties right off the go, so it's just managing that gap really, trying to close in. I did think he was going to get another pen, but he didn't. So it's just managing the gap, getting within 3 seconds of him.
So, yeah. Any questions you want to add, Hulk, for Lambo?
Not I can think of. To be honest with you.
All right. Well, we'll move on to QPR, who had a hell of a drive through the field today, starting, I believe, 17th and finishing with the podium in third. So, how was the car handling as you were driving through the traffic today?
Well, I was having to, wrench the car through the traffic, especially on the harder compound of tyres, the softs at the start. It was quite difficult. But I was helped out, Josh let me through the team orders in Mercedes, so I appreciate that. And yeah, it felt good. I'd only done 1 practice session, so I was surprised at how good the car felt, but it was alright.
It looked like he had a decent pace throughout the whole race, and you were picking them off one at a time. It was good to see somebody from the back work their way through the field, and when you have a whole field of tough drivers.
Thank you.
Does Hulk have any questions for this one?
No.
That's in a theme.
All right, we'll move.
Don't bother asking for the next one.
No, I'm still going to ask because you're a part of this. All right. So congratulations to the podium guys again, and we will move on to Irun. How was the race for you in your experience today?
Oh, I absolutely had to wrench the car. I'm sorry if I'm starting to sound like QPR beast, but I started on the mediums, went with the alternate strategy, and yeah, it was a smooth race really. Not much else I can add except congratulations to Lambo on his first win, and obviously to QPR beast for a good podium as well.
And now that you finished fourth, I believe you broke the streak of every race I've commentated on. You finished on the podium.
It's not a podium.
Oh, I'm just saying you broke the streak.
Went well off road.
All right, and lastly, we'll move on to Josh. Would love to hear how you felt about your car today.
It felt very good, especially with medium tyres, you know. I felt like I had more in me. I was bottled up a bit behind Joel and Froome at the start, but so yeah, I let my teammate go through, and I let Joel go through as well. I was quite friendly out on track, I think. But you know, good result for the team. I think Irun and Louis had fantastic drives themselves, so I want to say well done to them. And now I'm very satisfied with P5. You know, I think well overdue for some of my drives this season personally. But yeah, thank you for commentating. I think everyone did a very good job today. The driving standards were much improved from what I saw, so it's good to see. And thank you for commentating once again, both of you.
And thank you for having me. Is that everybody now, or was there one more person that was in the party?
I think that's it.
That's everyone, mate.
All right. Well, that has been PSGL F2 from Germany for this evening. My next telecast will be Wednesday at 8 p.m. UK time with the GT Sport League. And we will be back again tomorrow on Aaron's channel for F1 and the FP division. I believe it'll be Aaron and Big C in the booth, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Thanks for that cheap plug.
Yep. I'll put Aaron's link in the description below so you can. And yeah, see everybody next week, and everyone stay safe and have fun. Goodbye.